Are we good? Hopefully. Just making sure everything is actually working. There it is. Okay. Hopefully everything will be fine. Crossing my fingers. Hi. Hi everyone. Welcome to... I honestly don't know what you would call this. This is like a... Variety Hour, the sequel, as I put in the title, so... Whatever. How's everyone doing? It's Steampunk Jones. Hello. Glad you're here. Why? My stream is like I'm noticing some lag. Hold on, let me try to like change that bitrate a little bit. No. I can't change it. Phooey. Guess who just got Spyro Reignited and Crash Insane Trilogy on Switch? That's good. That's good. Yeesh. Probably should have tested this before I went live, but... Whatever. I hope it's fine. Crossing my fingers. I can know it. I mean, I am running like a gazillion things at once, and I think my PC is being a bit stupid. But again, I probably should have tested this beforehand, but I could play Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe later. I mean, I don't have it installed right now, but maybe later. But that's not part of what I'm doing right now. So, I do want to do a couple of, like, random things, because I have a couple random things. As you can see down there, you can see what we're going to do in a little while, because I felt like it. It's kind of hard to, like, look at your face when it's over here, because I have my computer over there. Well, not my computer, I have the Streamlabs over on one screen, and then I have everything else on my laptop, and then there's the camera, so everything's just being all fuzzled. But yeah, you can see down there that that's what we're going to be doing a little later, but first, I want to do something else. I'm going to click that first. What I want to do, I need some music. Is the music playing? Good. Some epic background music. So, this week, I ordered a couple of packages. There was one order, but it came in 2 packages for whatever reason. And they arrived Wednesday and Friday respectively. And so, I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a while. Is do a fun unboxing video. Isn't that fun? I bet you won't do a vid on ranking every Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster. No, I think there's way too many cards. There's way too many cards. I'm gonna do something that I'm more familiar with. So yeah, I have things I want to open on stream because I think recording it would be very boring. So I want to do it with a nice interaction. So let's do that. The first thing on the list is a pretty neat figure, I guess. It is this beautiful thing. This is a Pokemon Select Charizard figure. Hope you can see that well. This is the first, one of the first Pokemon Select figures. They are made by Jazzwares. For all you Sonic fans out there, you should know that name well. And also, it's part of a Series 1, but as far as I'm aware, this is the only one that's out. Which is quite depressing. Rank every deck type like Machine, Magician, Tune, etc. Maybe I'll do that. So yeah, this is part 1 of this wonderful unboxing, so I need my knife. Luckily, I have a drawer, including a knife. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that in real life. I've already cut myself on this thing a few times, so that's fun. But a lot of blood, sweat, and tears has been poured out over that knife. Alright, so first of all, stand. We have a nice little stand right here. That that's a satisfying noise. We have a nice stand that has, well, okay, it didn't break, it just did a weird thing. Yeah, that's cool. And it's like, I don't know if you can hear that. I keep taking these things apart, good grief. That's the stand. Now, oh no. It's one of these figures that have the twisty ties. You see the twisty ties? Right there? That is really boring. Alright, well, again, knife. This turned into ASMR real quick. Yeah, it did. I hate twist ties on my boxes because I can't do anything with it. Yeesh. Again, if you've seen like any other unboxing video I've done, all the one, you would know that unboxing these silly things, it takes a while. Actually, I have a knife, but I also have scissors. I came prepared for occasions such as this. No part of the figure won't leave until I cut it open. Thank you. Alright, and then there's the tail that also needs to leave. Come on. Are you cut at all? Okay, there you go. Again, this is the fun part of unboxing anything. Also, I found that LEGO Racers has really fitting music for this. And by the way, if you haven't listened to the LEGO Racers soundtrack, you should. Alright, now that we got all that open, let's take everything else apart. There, up. I missed a spot, but no matter. Alright. There he is. In all his over-popularity glory. Woohoo! Let's see, we have a nice double elbow joint. See that, like, right there? Like, well, you can't, but there you go. A nice double elbow joint. You always gotta love the double elbow joints. You have a pretty tight, shoulder. a nice universal shoulder that can go, like, let's see if I can demonstrate this. It could go up, down, to the side, and all around. It also has multiple pieces. It has another, like, piece on the side that can, like, do the forearm front and back. That's also pretty cool. And then we got the other arm. Best movie tie-in game in my opinion. How many movie tie-in games have I played? Okay, same here. Same deal on the side. Just sometimes when you unbox a figure, you gotta like break in the figure a little bit. Like you gotta move it around, do some poses, and then just to get the joints loose enough, and that way they won't be too big of a problem later on. Hopefully this won't be too big of a problem later on, but who knows. Alright. Brilliant. That is... Now we have the mouth. I'm gonna get a little closer. The mouth... Well, it opened. For whatever reason, it's not opening. There you go, yeah. It opens about yay wide, and it closes. It opens, close. And then it has two neck joints, one at the head, and then one, well, where the neck actually is, and then you can turn the head. You can turn that around, which is always pretty cool. You got wings. Charizard always has to have rings. You can use. I see you have a joint on the back, and then a joint on the middle of the ring, or wing, and then you could probably do something like this. Isn't that pretty cool? And then now after that, you have leg. I plan on resurrecting a series of mine that many loved on my channel. You could probably guess what that is. Ocarina of Time, obviously. You have other leg. You can't really get the leg out far. I mean, you can a little bit, but it's not gonna be that versatile. But it does have a knee. Keep that in mind. It does have a knee. Knee joints are always appreciated, and it also has like a joint at the foot as well, which is independent. So you could do sprained ankle. Sprained ankle Charizard, that's the name I was looking for. Alright, and then the tail, the last piece of resistance. You have a tail that goes up on the back. You have a tail that does that too. You have a tail that does this. And then this piece doesn't do anything. So yeah, you have three wonderful joints of tail, meaning you could get in all kinds of crazy poses if you really wanted to. So yeah, with the Charizard figure, I am really impressed. He's as impressed as I am. And then, I'm assuming the stand, you have a little hole right there. Kind of weird. And then you could do this. And then if you do a little bit like that. Oh, it fell. The dang thing fell. Like that. Okay, that's good. Alright. Let's see. I bought figures myself, and whoa boy, one of them was kinda expensive. Two of them were around 44, so okay, it's reasonable. However, the last one being 80, my jaw kinda chopped, but I had to complete the set. What figures did you get? Because I would like to know. So yeah, you could do an epic pose like this. Isn't that cool? He's coming for you. Look at him. He's so precious. He is so precious. And okay, that's the one thing about this stand that's kind of irritating, is that it comes apart like on the side. I've mentioned that before. But at least you get good clicking sounds, but like it can come off like easily. And so can the bottom, I believe, as well. So you're gonna have to be careful about that when you're facing the thing. So yeah, overall, this figure is really nice. And this is probably one of the best Charizard figures out there, honestly. There's also like, there's the SH Figure Arts Charizard, which is like one of those Japanese brand figures, which costs like a lot of money. And I mean, I don't think those figures have been in production for a while, so nowadays they can be really expensive, I guess. But in terms of Charizard, like, for 20 bucks, like, he's an actually decent figure. Like, he's a decent figure, and he just looks good. Like, I think the arms could have been made a little better, or maybe it's just mine are, like, just a tad loose. Just a tad loose, so I have to be slightly careful. And, again, with over time, I'll try to loosen the elbow joint, not the elbow, the shoulder joint, because it's a little bit weird. But yeah, everything else about him, he's good. He's a good boy. Awesome. And for a scaling comparison, if I can reach the dang thing. My stream lags a little bit. I don't know if that's just how it's displaying, or if it's the actual tech. I don't know. Hopefully it's not the tech. But yeah, size comparison. Here's Bowser next to Charizard. They look good together, don't you think? Bowser? Some other person? Charizard, yeah, that's the name. So, awesome. Cool, so that is Charizard. But that is just figure number 1, because we have another figure. What's going on over here? Oh boy. Thanks a lot, stream, for being stupid. Stream settings. Hello. Okay. I hope this wasn't too bad of an idea. How is my stream status poor? Why is it poor? Cool. Ah. I hate it when things do this. So hold on. Move everything over here. Get rid of this multi-monitor thing, because I think my stream hates me because of it, so let's see. Is everything working now? There you go, okay. According to YouTube, my stream is better. So I now know. So now I know. Oh, never mind, it's telling me it's poor again. Man, this should be a highlight reel of its own. Good grief. Surprised I haven't done it yet. Well, anyway. Technical difficulties, that is the way of life. You will experience technical difficulties when you're trying to do awesome streaming. But whatever the case may be, things won't let you. Anyway, well, I hope everything's working. Remind me not to do that again. Now, back to the show. We're not done yet with unboxing things. Because we have this bad boy to do. I'm gonna pull up Streamlabs again. That way I can see my face. We have this beautiful thing. This is the Sonic the Hedgehog 30th Anniversary Multi-Pack. Ooh, fancy. It's so fancy. But yeah, this is a thing that recently came out. This is part of Wave 5, as you can see on the back. Those are like, that's Wave 5 proper. But apparently Chax Pacific, the company who made this, decided, hey, you know what we should do to give fans a slightly easier option? We released the 2 unique figures in a 3-pack with a figure that we released last wave. That's a grand idea. I'm gonna throw this away too. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm glad I found this at Target for $27.99 because good grief, paying $50 on Mercari was a terrible idea. So yeah, let's unbox the box, I guess. Let me check on my stream real quick because everything's still broken. Yeah. I guess I should really do something about that next time I do a stream like this because good grief, I'm glad I didn't decide to do something else tonight because good grief. Aha, I see some notifications on my stream. Yes, I know, I skipped like a gazillion frames. Oh, no, you have the... Guess what Eggman came with? You just can't have enough times using scissors, can you? And according to me... like, that's the only figure that has the thingamabob. Everyone else is completely fine. Come on. The figures are Band Presto. Is that the brand? Hopefully. Why is Sonic the one giving me all the trouble? Sonic the Hedgehog shouldn't be giving me trouble. Yeah. I'm glad I decided to record this, because hopefully that's a lot better than that. Come on! Okay, finally! Alright. Now that we got all of that situated, besides the laggy stream, because good grief, here we have some epic figures. Here we have the 3 figures that this 3-pack comes with. Let's start off with the Sonic of the Classic variety. Now, I already have Sonic of the Classic variety, so that's saying a lot. But yeah, yeah, he's still a good figure. I guess in case you don't know what track specific figure is, you got head, moves back and forth. You got shoulder that goes up and down all around. This one's slightly bent because it's posed, so mileage may vary when you get this figure. And then you have like some universal legs that can go in, out, well, back, out and in, up and down. And then you got a knee that can go back and forth, as best it can. And then it also has feet. Nice back and forth feet. This one is slightly worse than the one I have. I think this leg is a little bit loose. You can kick it real easy. I think it's slightly loose for this figure, but like I already have a classic Sonic, so yeah, he's a good boy. He's a nice good boy. What's the top 3 figures that I own? I think objectively, there's the Ultimate Sonic figure. There is like the Ultimate Sonic figure by Tomy, to be precise. There's like I have a few SH Figure Arts figures that are really cool. And then there's probably something else, but I'll get to that later. But Classic Sonic is not the star of the show. No, he's only a re-release. We gotta look at the new releases. Ooh. First of all, Classic Dr. Eggman. This is the first Classic Dr. Eggman since Jazzwares, some company who made this beauty. So yeah, it's nice to have another classic Eggman after a while of not having it. I think there was supposed to be a classic Eggman figure when Tomy had the license, but unfortunately that did not get out at all. But now we have one, so it's all good. We have a nice head, which you gotta be careful with the mustaches, which, man, these are some nice mustaches. Like look at that. You can't really tell, but like it has a texture. It's not like a flat piece. It's like individual hairs or something like that, which is honestly pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's really neat. And then you have the same like shoulders that pretty much every other track-specific figure has. And then, and on this figure and like a couple of others, you have elbow. Look, an elbow joint. It's pretty cool. It can go back and forth. It can also go to the side a little bit. That's cool. And then it has a hand, which apparently does a lot of things. It has a pretty nice joint, I must say. Like, it could go wobble and in and out, so you could do like something like that. That's actually pretty cool. And then on top of that, you have the other side, and then you have Z legs, which are pretty much the same as any other leg. You set them forward, they can go out and in a little bit. There's a knee, which can do the twist a little bit. That's pretty cool, and it has a foot, which goes back and forth and then to the side. I think it's all ball joint or something. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool figure, and scaling with normal Sonic, here he is. Good size, I must say. Decent size. That's a pretty nice joint. Yeah, take that out of context. Okay, so yeah. Classic Eggman. I do want to compare him to... reach over and grab him. Modern Dr. Eggman. And they're pretty almost the same size. I think modern Dr. Eggman is slightly taller. And also just keep in mind that the classic figures are scaled differently than what we've come to know when it comes to modern and classic scaling, because usually classic figures are like way smaller, like something like that. But now they're like almost the exact same size. I don't know why they made that change, but I'm not complaining. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It may be a big deal to some, but not to me. So yeah, this thing, awesome, fantastic, pretty good classic Eggman figure. Also the only classic Eggman figure that I own. Now, we have the star of the show, Mecha Sonic, or Silver Sonic, or Robo Sonic. But officially he's going by Mecha, so I'm gonna go with that. So, this guy, he may look not as familiar to you, but he will be familiar to you if you've played a little game known as Sonic the Hedgehog 2. He was the second to final boss in that game, and that was his one of only a few appearances. He appeared, I think, in the comics, like the Archie comics. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he also appears in LEGO Dimensions as like a part of a boss, and that's it. That's it. He's been barely featured, and his known regular game appearance is Sonic 2. So, yeah. So it's kind of a big deal that this is the first ever official figure of him. Let that sink in. Like, I don't know whose idea it was at Track Specific to be like, you know what figure we should make? Mecha Sonic. Or that one Sonic from, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, it's a big deal. And I think, and so far, he looks worth it. You got a head, goes back and forth. It has a little bit more of a movement, so it can, like, go a little bit back and forth, so that's cool. It has the same arm articulation as pretty much everybody else, but it also has elbow joint. And not just a simple elbow joint, but the same one as Eggman's that could go out and in. Which is really cool. Same for the other side. Out, in. And then on top of that, okay, I can see that the elbow is a little bit off to the side, but I think that's fine. And then you have legs. And these legs go out. So they're all ball joint. So you can't really do that with the other figures unless you like pivot the side. But this is the only figure I know that can do that. So that is really cool. And it has knees. No, that's not the knee, that's the foot. It has knees, which barely do anything. I don't like the bend isn't like that big, I've noticed. But it also has, wait for it, whoop, a big ol' back of the foot, which is really impressive. I don't know how one could do that. Same for the, and I could go in pretty far actually. Like, look at that. Like, that's pretty far in. And then same joints for the other leg, and then you could do that. So you can, like, you know, you get it in a kneeling pose. So like, let's see if I can do it like look at that. He's wishing that he could be in another game, but he probably won't for a long, long time. Oh, isn't that fun, boys and girls? But yeah, aside from that, he's good. He is a wonderful figure. I love him. This is probably going to be like one of, if not the only Mecha Sonic figure to be ever released. I mean, there might be re-releases, but like in terms of the actual figure, this might be the only one unless he starts making more appearances. So this is a bit of a novelty, and I think you should get it. Also, shout out to the paint job because that's really cool. Comparison time. Here's Metal Sonic compared to Mecha Sonic. Now I can see that Metal Sonic is slightly taller, but more or less about the same size. And then Metal Sonic has some different joint articulations. One joint goes off to the side. Don't know why it does that, but I'm not complaining. Because the $10 figures, you really shouldn't complain a lot. But yeah, Mecha Sonic, Mecha Sonic, that's my favorite Sonic. And then, yeah, but I think Metal here, Mecha, thank you. But I think Mecha here is the definitive robot figure as of now, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna scale with Classic Sonic. Beautiful, wonderful, fantastic. It's amazing. And it's compared to Dr. Robotnik. Pretty cool. It's like a father and son. Except the father might be a little bit abusive. Be honest, like, Eggman's pretty abusive towards his robots. I think, anyway. Thoughts on making out of context clips? Maybe. I don't know. I'll stick with doing highlight compilations, or what I'm doing now. Where I'm at, how's my stream? Still terrible. Actually, no, it's excellent now. Yay! Fun. Stay excellent, or otherwise I'm going to punch you in the face. You stupid thing. But yeah, that is the unboxing portion of this. We have, just as a recap, we have Charizard. Classic, but again, it's the same one that I have already. Eggman! Classic Eggman, and I chopped him. And then finally, Mecha Sonic. Out of all these, I think these two are the best. You can't really, like, I mean, they're different figures, and they're gonna have different styles of articulation, but, like, they're both good. They're both really, really good. I'm especially proud of this Charizard. Like, he's doing a great job. He's doing a wonderful job. Hi! Anywho, that is it for unboxing with Bowser Prince. Thanks for watching the unboxing. There'll be more to this live stream, but for the unboxing portion, that is it. So, for all the people who are watching the unboxing at home later on, until the next video, play safe everybody and take care. And cut that. So, I'm done with unboxing for today. But, there'll still be more. Again, you could see earlier that there will be more. But, yeah. Before we go into the next thing, I'm just gonna chill for a minute. Drink some tea that I have right next to me. This beautiful tea. This is some stream-only content that you asked for. Stay excellent while punching in the face. Yeah. Yeah. So how are you doing, Steampunk Jones? Besides getting what's honestly some pretty cool figures, I'm not gonna lie. The window's pretty big. Yeah, nice figures. They're not. They don't look like action figures, but I'll take it. You gotta love sweet tea from Keurig. The one with the hats, aka Dragon, was the $80 one. Don't worry, I've paid $80 for a figure before, so you're not alone on that front. But yeah, the total cost of the figures I got from Target, that I ordered from Target anyway, was like $50, so I came out of it just fine. Also, my stream is laggy. Has the stream been fine for you? Like, if it's lag, I apologize, but you can't do much when you try to, you know, do some cool things and then it just falls apart and splat on your face. But hopefully the recording that I made should be fine. Maybe. Like, the stream is being recorded, so hopefully I can salvage something. But yeah, next time I'm gonna do it. Maybe one day I'll do a test stream just so I could, like, see how things work. The stream on my end lags every now and then, other than that it's good. Okay, yeah. On Streamlabs it looks completely fine. On Streamlabs it looks nice, fine. There might be some frame drops here and there, but it's not that bad. But like, on YouTube it messes, it's like exploding. Like, good grief, it blew up. So far it's fine. It's still a little bit of lag, but yeah. Maybe that's what happens when you try and do a stream by doing 2 screens at once. Maybe? I don't know. I think I've only ever, like, just streamed games. That's it. So, hopefully, things will be fine. Maybe. But yeah, And that's what happens when you do an impromptu stream. When you want to do some other things. But enough about this negativity. At least the figures are good. Like, look at this Charizard. Like, he looks so cool. Like, honestly, like, $20, this figure is really good. Yeah. Oh boy. Man, it's gonna be interesting rewatching this stream back. Like, not like the recorded file, but like the raw YouTube data and see what happens. In other news, my brother is currently watching Suicide Squad in the other room. I can hear it from miles away. Sometimes my brother, usually whenever, usually, what do you call it? Usually when dad is gone and there's a movie that comes out at HBO Max or whatever that my brother likes to watching, he likes coming downstairs to watch it on the big TV. So that's fun. Let me pull it up here. Okay, alright, oh, the Smash Bros. Stop motion animation I'm in, that's K-War. Also casted me as Captain Falcon, that's upcoming next. Cool. You are Captain Falcon. I saw that, Sacred Studios were streaming earlier. I kind of lurked a little bit and then I left. I think he's like currently working on it. I don't think he's live at the moment, but whatever. I do kind of want to do that one day, like do like a live stream where I work on stop motion. That'd be kind of cool. Do like some chill streaming. Do some chill. Yeah, stop motion and chill. That's what it's gonna be called. So, yeah. By the way, to anybody who like comes in later on, if you haven't watched Sacred Studios Smash Brothers series, you should. It's fun. Also, I'm gonna plug in something else. Back in June, like the Sonic stop motion community like made a Sonic stop motion collab for the 30th anniversary, and that was amazing. Like, that's a really good video. Like, good grief, all those people I really respect. It's fun. Smash stream with Steampunk Jones win. Oh, and we are finally fast internet out where I am. Cool. Maybe you could actually do a stream. maybe better yet, you should try doing a stream. Maybe do a private stream and then like share it with people, and then after that, then you could do it publicly. Yeah, I would definitely like to see you do like some more streams. I know you've been wanting to do like streams like more at a time in the past, but like you can't because you didn't have good internet. Well, you seem to have some, so now you can. Well, at least you can try it and see how it works. Maybe you can like do some things. But yeah, that Sonic stop motion collab, that's really good. You should watch it. And I'm glad that it has like over 250,000 views, because that's impressive. That's impressive. I don't think I've seen a Sonic stop motion get that many views in quite some time, so I'm just plugging that in. I'm also gonna use this opportunity to plug in my stop motions that I've made, so watch those because they're cool. I started taking pictures of the other one a while back, but I haven't come back to that. Yeah, but I need help setting up my stream. I have the boxes and cool graphics along the edges for my stream. Well, the boxes and cool things I just did on my art program. Like, all I did was I went on my art program, made the design outlet, and then like this, like not counting like my camera and then the desk and then like the display capture, that, and then like the chat is like just a widget for Streamlabs. And but yeah, remove all those things, and then like the Bowser Prince like thing right there. I just all I did was just like make some lines and like make some squares, and that's it. Like it's not that difficult to have your first one, and it's not perfect. You can kind of see, you can't see with the mouse. Like, well, maybe you can. Can you see? Yeah, you can see with the mouse. Okay. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's go to screen and face. Yeah, like all of this, like minus the display capture, my face cam, chat, well, like the overall chat, and then like all of that I just did on my art program. Like, and again, it was just like box, big box, and done. And then like I typed in chat, I added like my YouTube logo, kind of transparent in the background, and that's it. It's not that difficult to do. What you might need to do is like, if you want me to make something for you, you can. You just have to know what you want to make so I can make it. And also how you want things to be. Like I mean, if you want something like this, then that's cool. But if you don't, then you could just like have it like screen only, but it's just the screen, and then you can like put your box in, and then something else. You can do it. It's not that difficult. You just have to know what layout you want to do. Anyway, back to face focus. Stream's still good. Nothing blew up. Hopefully nothing blew up. I would hate it if everything blew up. I'm not cool enough to have lines and squares, but you know, I'm open to ideas on how to set up my stream when I get there. Yeah. But yeah, if you're going to stream in the future, download Streamlabs, and then because also have like a Streamlabs. It can like link your like YouTube, or if you're gonna do Twitch, then do one or the other. You can have YouTube and Twitch linked to Streamlabs, but unless you like do the core, I think it's like a paid thing you have to do. You can only like stream to one at a time. But yeah, but either way, like, get Streamlabs, that way you can have, like, the different widgets. You can do that, like, on, like, the, like, Streamlabs website. Like, it's not that difficult. Like chat right here. Well, actually, I added, like, the widget, but, and then I also have this, gonna test the widget real quick. That way you can see it. See that? Yeah, I did that on Streamlabs. Yeah. I thought about streaming to Twitch first, but I just need to do. Yeah. Like, I want to do Twitch too, but I'm so far comfortable with YouTube at the moment. And I know there's pros and cons to both, but like, YouTube's pretty comfortable. It's just a chill space. I can hang out here, it's fine. YouTube's perfectly fine. I'll upgrade to Twitch eventually. To be fair, Twitch might have like more benefits for streaming over there, but eh. But yeah, later on, like, if you want to communicate with me about trying to set up a stream or whatever, you can do that on YouTube. I know how to do that on YouTube, so I can help you with that. You just have to let me know. Okay, I think I've had my break long enough. Let's get to the actual main the main event that I wanted to do. But first, let me change song because I've been listening to the same one forever. There you go, Magma Moon Marathon. My favorite piece in LEGO Racers, I think. Either way, it's my favorite racetrack. So, I want to do another fun thing. I want to go over here to this, and I want to make a Mario Kart 8 tier list. Oh boy, so if you know me well enough, you know that I love playing Mario Kart 8. I've streamed it here quite a few times, and I've made a video about it once. But either way, I've played it a whole bunch on my off time. So what I'm doing here is I have all the tracks, and what I want to do for fun is rank all of them from S to D. S to D, that's funny. So yeah, there are 48 tracks, including the DLC tracks, which were DLC in Mario Kart 8, but in the Deluxe, they just came with the game. So yeah, this should be fun. And I kind of want to, like, communicate things with that and see what happens. So, first track, Mario Kart Stadium. Mario Kart Stadium, like, I think it's a good opening track. Like, it introduces you to anti-gravity pretty well. It's not the most extreme version of anti-gravity in the game, but it's still, like, decent for, like, a tutorial on how anti-gravity works. That being said, I do kind of wish it was, like, a traditional character theme rather than, like, a generic stadium. I mean, I'm not complaining about it being a generic stadium. I mean, the design looks cool. It's a pretty, like, neat-looking, like, track. I like racing on it, but I do think it's basic. It's definitely basic. I think I like a lot of other circuit tracks better. There's a couple of circuit tracks here that are definitely better than Mario Kart Stadium. So, yeah. I think for Mario Kart Stadium, I'm gonna put that in B tier. I don't think it's anything offensive, but I definitely think it could be better. I think. I'm gonna periodically, like, open up this just to see chat, because I can't really see chat right now. Just keep that in mind, so I may not be looking at chat the entire time. Next track, Water Park. Water Park is... aesthetically, it's cool. We don't really do a lot of water park type tracks in racing games, so the fact that there is one now is cool. I like the anti-gravity section where you're, like, going up the sub coaster thing. I really don't know what you call it. And it's also a good tutorial on when you're in anti-gravity, ricocheting off of, like, objects, so you can gain a boost of speed either from the objects or, like, other people. That being said, I do kind of wish that they did a little bit more with the water park aesthetic. I think, like, the underwater section and then loop-de-loop are, like, the only thing about it. It's fun to race on, but I do think it's pretty plain. I think I'm gonna put it at B tier as well, because they could do more with it, I think. If there were, like, a water park 2, I'd be very okay with that. Ever heard of Castlevania Harmony of Despair? It's the first multiplayer Castlevania game, and it's an unofficial PC port. I know of Harmony of Despair. I think I've seen it on your, like, Xbox. Maybe. I just have to get into Castlevania more. I'm kind of stuck in Bloodstained, not Witcher of the Night, Curse of the Moon games, particularly. Alright, Sweet Sweet Canyon. This is basically Sugar Rush the track. Let's be real, that is definitely Sugar Rush the track. It's the first track that teaches you about, like, cannon. Like the can. Well, okay, it's not the first track that gives you the ability, the gliding ability, because that's Mario Kart Stadium. Water Park is the first one that teaches you about the water ability, and then like Sweet Sweet Canyon kind of brings the two together, like all those things together. I think Sweet Sweet Canyon. I think it's a fun track to race on. I definitely like the donut shortcut at the end. It's pretty cool. It's a really awesome, like, shortcut to do. How do I feel about it, though? I feel like Sweet Sweet Canyon, I think it's a good track, but I don't think it's necessarily my favorite one. I think most of the Mushroom Cup has tracks that I like, but I don't like enough to put them any higher than they are. So, for Mario Kart Stadium, Water Park, and Sweet Sweet Canyon, I'll put them at B. Not to say that they're bad, but I say those much better tracks. And since I have 3 in B slot already, let's order them to my favorite to least favorite. I think I'll do this for now. Let's see what happens. Okay. Just checking how my Steam's doing. Alright, next up is Thwomp Ruins. And I must say, I like Thwomp Ruins a lot. Thwomp Ruins is my favorite of the Mushroom Cup, and for a few good reasons. I love the theming. I really love the theming. The music's great, and I think track layout-wise is good. It's really good, and then it's one of those tracks that teach you about, like, some branching paths. Like, you can go, like in the middle of the track, there's, like, this lake area, and then there's, like, bumps on the side, and then there's walls, and then there's a bump in the middle with a glider ramp that you get after a certain lap, or, like, a certain amount of time, depending on how fast you're going. Thwomp Ruins is good. Like, I like racing on it. I have a good time racing on it. It's just a fun track to, like, go through and, like, take all these different routes. Like, it does, like, this openness really, really well, and, like, it's great. I like it a lot. It's definitely not my favorite of the game, but it's definitely a good one worth mentioning, because, again, like, it's Thwomp Ruins. Who wouldn't like that? Okay, next up, Mario Circuit. This is definitely one of the best Mario Circuits in the series. And not just because, okay, it is basically because of the whole, like, double figure 8, like the Mobius strip thing that you do, where it's like, you're essentially going around the same path, but one lap, you're going right side up, kind of, and then the other lap, you're going, like, under the course. That's really cool. Like, it's one of the most dynamic Mario Circuits out there. I still have personal preference to Mario Kart DS's Mario Circuit. I think I like the layout of that a little bit more. But, like, Mario Circuit 8 is definitely unique. It's definitely unique, and I can't help but love it a lot. It's definitely better than, like, most of the other ones. Next up is, Toad Harbor. Toad Harbor. Toad Harbor is an interesting one. Like, I like the theming of it being more like Sacramento, not Sacramento, just California in general. But kind of, it has the Statue of Liberty, so it's not really California, but enough of that. I definitely like the theming of it. I like the trolleys that go by, like at the beginning and the end of the lap. Those are pretty cool. The downhill section near the end is, well, chaos. rains, and a lot of things can happen and will happen. But, I definitely think the beginning of it could be better. Like, you're going through like a town and like a market or whatnot, but I do kind of want more trolleys, honestly. Is that weird to say? I want more trolleys to kind of avoid, like, maybe throughout the entire track? I don't know. The anti-gravity section in the middle of the track where you're going along the building walls is cool. The benefit of doing that is, A, you can avoid the trolley, and B, you can get like some boost off of it. And also, almost guaranteed double item box, so that's neat. But I don't think it's any higher than like any of these. I definitely think it's there. Not great, not bad either. Hopefully I don't have too many beasts in this game. Good grief. Okay, next up is Twisted Mansion. Twisted Mansion. How do I feel about Twisted Mansion? I definitely think, I definitely think that having most of the track take place underwater is pretty cool. A little bit. I like the branching path like near the end of the water section, where it kind of like splits into two, and they both lead the glider ramp, and then you either glide normally towards the final house or sideways towards the final house, which is pretty neat. The music's cool. I like the music in it. But compared to Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS, is that better? I'm honestly not sure. Again, Twisted Mansion's cool. I think I'm gonna also put that at B, but like a high B. I'm gonna put it ahead of Mario Circuit. Not ahead of Thought Ruins, but definitely ahead of Mario Circuit. I don't think it's warrant enough to get A tier because I think they could have done a little bit more uniqueness with the haunted theming. I think there should have been more anti-gravity in the haunted house itself rather than just being underwater for most of it. But in any case, Twisted Mansion's good. Will I call it better than Luigi's Mansion though? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, time out for a minute. Seems to be fine. That's good. Okay, next up is Shy Guy Falls. Shy Guy Falls I definitely think is A. Shy Guy Falls is definitely a pretty fun track. I think it's better than Thought Ruins. Shy Guy Falls, for one, has excellent music, and with the Shy Guys added on top of it, that when you get to that section, it's cool. And also, you're literally driving up and down a waterfall. That is really cool. And like the track is really neat itself. They do pretty well with the anti-gravity, I think. Like you go like sideways for most of it, and yeah, the ending can be a little meh, but that shortcut is good, especially on 200cc. Like if you know how to do that shortcut shroomless on 200cc, you're going places, because that's a shortcut worth doing shroomless on 200cc. But yeah, Shy Guy Falls is fun, exciting. I really like it, and the waterfall definitely helps with that. I need some water. Good grief. Okay, next up is Sunshine Airport. That is definitely an A. Airport is cool. The layout is pretty fun. Being creative was basically the process of, you know, boarding your luggage and then taking off and then taking to the skies and then landing. That's a great like set piece that who knows if most people know this, because you start at the terminal, Then you go out to the loading dock, you pass by some cargo, you kinda enter the ship, not quite, but let's say you do. You take off, you take the skies in the anti-gravity section, you glide back down for a landing, and then you're back at the airport. That's really creative, don't you think? It's also fun to race on. And the music, man, the music's good. It's literally just fun. Just fun, wild, and chaotic. Next up is Dolphin Shoals, and that is also an A tier personally because Dolphin Shoals is fun. And with most of the track taking place underwater, like, underwater could be like a downside to some things, but like, Dolphin Shoals does what Cheap Cheap Lagoon couldn't. It takes you through this underwater tour, and it's great. Like, you go through like you jump through the hoops like dolphins do, and then you go through this like underwater canyon thing where there's like multiple pathways you can go through, like Thought Ruins, and that is really cool. That is really, really cool. Honestly, like, Dolphin Shoals is so majestic. And then, like, when you come out of the water in the first 2 laps, like, there's this jazz that plays, and the jazz is so good. That jazz is really good. And then the final lap is all jazz. Like, man, you can't get much better than that. And also the shortcut, the 200cc gliding shortcut, it's pretty neat to do as well. So yeah, Dolphin Shoals is definitely A. I might give it an S later on down the road, but who knows. But I definitely know what is A. Electrodome. I think I like it right here. Electrodrome. Electrodrome is fun. I like the music a lot. The music's just bumping and kicking, and the aesthetic's cool. And then like when you're like on the anti-gravity and all the little different pieces are playing, like the first part of the anti-gravity where you're on that black wall, and then it makes that sound that goes along with the music. That's cool. Second of all, like near the end where you're heading towards the final gliding ramp, where you hit those like 5 platforms and it goes pow 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 pow. That's fun. I really like that. And also the middle of the track where it like splits you into 2 paths and then you just go whichever way. That's also fun. The only thing I wish Electrodrome would do is be slightly longer. Like, it's already wild and complex, but I feel like it ends just a bit too quickly. Like, you get on the anti-gravity section, and then after a while, that's it. You're done. You're with the piranha plants at the end. You're at the finish line. And yeah, it is also a drone, whatever that is. But I do wish it was slightly longer, just to give more of the creative theming. It's definitely not the best music track in the game, but it's definitely really good though. It's definitely really good. How's everything doing? Should I stream Ocarina of Time or keep doing what I do? And I don't mean not recording for a while. Well, you could do both. You could, like if you were doing it on Twitch, hypothetically, if you're doing it on Twitch, you can record yourself with Streamlabs while you're streaming. And if you're doing it on Twitch, then you can record the Let's Play on Twitch with some, like, audience participation. And then later, you could, like, cut down the you can release the episodes individually on YouTube later. I know some people do that on Twitch, where they, like, record a Let's Play on Twitch. They, like, record each individual episode, and then they do what with them later on. You can do that. Again, we could talk about it later, but whatever. Next up, Mount Wario is excellent. I have a soft spot for the one lap tracks, or like the beginning and end tracks, and Mount Wario is a good example of that. Like, all of the one lap or 3 section tracks that have been in Mario Kart are great. Woohoo Loop, Mako Woohoo, Rainbow Road 3DS, Mount Wario, Rainbow Road N64, 8, Big Blue. They're all great. Like, Mount Wario is excellent. You know, when I first saw Mount Wario, or like, maybe after, whatever, it reminded me of, there's this one dream event in Mario Sonic at the Sochi Winter Olympics. There's this dream event where you're like, going down a mountain, and then like there's these gates that change which vehicle you're on, either skates, sleds, snowboard, skis, whatever. The layout of that dream event remind me of the layout of Mount Wario. So look it up if you can at some point, but like they're both extremely similar. You do both start off a helicopter and then you go down a hill and end in a more populated area. But Mount Wario is awesome. Like, I have so many fun races going down Mount Wario, especially on the final section, where you could like do all these boosts and like catch up to like first. I've done that more than once. I think the only section I don't like is like, I think the G section, like right before the final section is a little cluttered, but other than that, Mount Wario is great. Like, you can't not love Mount Wario. It's so good. It's so good. Next up is Cloud Top Cruise, and I think that's also a definitive A. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Cloud Top Cruise is a great cloud level. A lot better than Sky Garden from Mario Kart Super Circuit. The music's great, especially having the Mario Galaxy motif. I love, like, starting off on, like, the beanstalk and then in the clouds, and then suddenly you're on an airship. That's cool. And then I love the second half where you're blasted into a freaking thunderstorm, where the music changes to some rock arrangement. There's lightning bolts shooting at you. It's all anti-gravity. There's plenty of boost pads. It's really fun. It's really fun. I wish there were more thunderstorm levels. I wish there were like a dedicated thunderstorm level, because the thunderstorm aesthetic is really cool, and I think Mario Kart can pull it off really well because of whatchamacallit, because of Cloud Top Cruise. It's really good. The only knack I have about it is that I wish A, the thunderstorm section lasted longer, and B, the track was a little more complex for the Special Cup. But other than that, it's great. Like, it's really good. Rank to read title games, and I say Wii Sports Wii Music Wii Party. Oh, maybe I'll do that later. But right now I'm doing Mario Kart. Alright, next up is Bone Dry Dunes, and honestly, you're a C. I do like you more than what other people think. I like the layout of it. I think the layout's really cool. The theming conceptually is fine, but I do wish the theming was better. Like, with it being bone dry, I wish there were more bones. I mean, there's plenty of bones, but like, I wish the desert had a more darker aesthetic. I think taking place at sunset's just kinda meh. Just meh. What would have been better for Bone Dry is if it took place more in a canyon rather than a desert. I think the aesthetic works a little bit better there. And yes, there should be like some tweaking of the layout a little bit, but I like it a lot more than other people, but I do understand why people don't like it. It's definitely plain compared to other desert levels, and it doesn't do enough of the theming. That's my only gripe with it. It might be my least favorite track in the game, but we'll have to see. We're gonna have to see. Anything I should be kept up with? Nope. Okay. Next up, Bowser's Castle. That is definitely an A. But A right here. I think musically, Bowser's Castle is amazing. Aesthetically, Bowser's Castle is amazing. Layout-wise, Bowser's Castle is really cool. But I do have biases to other Bowser's Castles than this one. I think Bowser's Castle here is my third favorite Bowser's Castle. The only other two I like better is Bowser's Castle Wii, because I think it's overall nicer to play and also the music's better. And then Bowser's Castle N64 is my favorite. I like the aesthetic. It's a little simple, but it makes for the dark vibe that it has, it's great. And then the music is just like the music in Bowser's Castle N64 is good. How can you not top that? I want that track remade ASAP. Mario Kart Tour, please. I'm desperate here. But I would say the Bowser's Castle 8 is still good. It's still really good. The Giant Bowser definitely is threatening. I think that's the best Giant Bowser in the series. And yeah, it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. And I guess another complaint I have is like the swinging spike ball. That's the only other complaint. Rainbow Road. Okay. There are a lot of people out there who don't like this Rainbow Road. Me? I like it. I think it's... Okay, I'm kind of torn on Rainbow Road, because on one hand, I like it better than most people, but B, I don't think it's the best Rainbow Road out there. It's far from my top few. So what's it better than? I think it's better than Electrodome. I think I'm gonna put an A right there, just to be fair. I think, for one, I love the music. Two, the Space Station theme is awesome. We haven't had a Space Station theme Rainbow Road ever. I think they do well with it. The corners can be a little tight, but again, it's Rainbow Road. Like, why wouldn't you like that? It's short and not as dynamic as other Rainbow Roads. I think, Rainbow Road Mario Kart 7 is a whole lot better aesthetically and to drive on. But I can't knock it for not being as dynamic as other Rainbow Roads, because it's better than some other ones. Like, it's better than DS, I think, even though it doesn't have the cool loop-de-loop. It's definitely better than original SNES, and I guess SNES as a whole. And it's probably better than Super Circuit. I haven't really played Super Circuit, but I can definitely say the layout is a lot better. Also, that one shortcut, like, near the end of the track where the path splits in two after the glider ramp, where you can, like, cut a little ways to the, like, the other route. That's fun. That's fun to do, and I will always do that. No matter if I fall off or not. So yeah, fair A for me, but that's just my opinion. Like, all of this. Hell's Jet. Imagine if Link was a platformer and Mario was an RPG. Oh wait, the Mario one was already done. Yep, like multiple of them. Ugh. My throat. Oh, stream doing. That seems fine. Awesome. Moving right along to the next thing. Well, actually, I'm on the wrong page. Moving on with the first of the retro courses. And yes, I am including the retro courses in this, because a lot of them are distinctly different from the original counterparts, so it's fair. Also, I race on these a lot. Moo Moo Meadows is an easy B. Moo Moo Meadows is a classic from Wii. I love the sunset theme that they do here. The layout's great. The cows are adorable. Like, look at him. Look at that cow. He's adorable. It's simple, yes, but it's also a mushroom cup track from Wii. It's a shell cup here, but still, it's really nice. I like Moo Moo Meadows. I always have a soft spot for it. Mario Circuit GBA is also really good. It's definitely worse than some of these tracks, so I'm gonna, for fairity, I'm gonna put it, like, I'm gonna put it here, for fairness sake. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm gonna put it above Mario Kart Stadium, because I like the track layout, the music's great, I love the little anti-gravity portion of it, even though it's simple compared to Mario Kart Stadium. But also with all the, like, the twists and turns you can do here, it's fun. It's definitely fun. Not much to say about that one. Next up is Cheep Cheep Beach, and I'm gonna put it right here. I have a personal soft spot for Cheep Cheep Beach. For one, I like the track Mario Kart DS, and B, it's even better here. I like the layout, the environment is cool, the music's great. The underwater, like traveling underwater, that's opposed to the original version where it just slowed you down. Like, that had definitely helped Cheep Cheep Beach a lot. I think the only thing about it is that it makes the normal normal sand path obsolete, especially on 200cc. But either way, it's still fun. It's definitely a very fun, exciting track. And it's just a relaxing track. Like, you gotta have those, like, very relaxing tracks that you can drive on. I think, Cheep Cheep Beach is one of them. Next up is Toad's Turnpike, and I'm gonna put that... Where should I put it? I'm gonna put it at the lowest of A. I love this version of Toad's Turnpike. I think aesthetically it looks way better than the original one. The cars aren't as much as a threat as in the original one, from Mario Kart 64 to clarify. But it's a lot more fun because of it. Also, it's just city tracks are fun. And again, also the layout's simple, but like, the anti-gravity walls on the side, at the beginning and the end of the lap, that's fun too. They're fun. And then like, the cars having like, boost ramps and glider ramps, that's pretty cool. It feels more like a turnpike or a highway rather than the original one. It definitely feels more alive, that's for sure. Gotta go, but we'll talk after stream. Just HMU, whatever. Alright, thank you. I'll see you later. Alright, next up is Try Try Desert, and I'm definitely biased to this one. I think it's a great track. I'm gonna put it right here. That's only fair. Try Try Desert. For one, it's a great desert track. It looks great. I love driving on it. The Oasis is a welcome addition. It's a lot better than the bland hills and pokies from the original. Also, there's no tornado. Yes. But I really like this track, if only because it's like the best smuggle track in the game. If you don't know what that is, that's basically you getting overpowered items like stars or mushrooms, and basically using that to cut off like a huge amount of the track. That is so cool. Like, you have a lot of options of trying to catch up to opponents if you're in the back, because you can just cut off so much of the track. It's broken, yeah, and that's why it's not any higher than A, but it's just a stupid mechanic that I can't help but love, and I try to do it every time. Like, I don't do it every time, but like, if I'm in a tough spot, I usually try to grab items and just cut like half the track. Like, why wouldn't you do that? It's awesome. There's another track you could do that, along with several others, but again, we'll get there when we get there. Alright, next up is Donut Plains 3. I definitely think it's also a C. Donut Plains 3 is a C. I definitely think it's nice looking for an SNES track. It's fun to race on. It's just, it doesn't do enough with new mechanics. Like, there's only one only one little part that you can go underwater on, compared to Dry Dry Desert, where you can, like, have this big oasis thing. And that's it. You can't do much with Donut Plains 3. In my opinion, it's, like, one of the weaker ones in terms of, like, adding new mechanics. And the layout of it doesn't help, I think. I think aesthetically it's slightly better than Bone Dry Dunes, but I like the layout of Bone Dry Dunes more, so that's why Donut Plains 3 is at the bottom. Coming up next is Wario Raceway, and I think Wario Raceway is a high B. I like Wario Raceway. That's it, basically. Like, its layout is fun. I like its aesthetic. The music's great. As per every other track in this game, now that I think about it. But you can't really talk about it, can you? Like, there's no driving to the castle like in the original game, which is a shame, but they had to do it. But it's just fun. That's all I can really say. There's not a lot to talk about with the Wario Raceway. It's just pretty plain, in my opinion, anyway. Finally, for the Banana Cup is DK Jungle. I definitely think this is also, like, a pretty A-tier track. I think for DK Jungle, DK Jungle is fun. I like racing on in Mario Kart 7. I definitely like racing on in Mario Kart 8. The layout's pretty wacky. The music's awesome. The Banana Temple section, now that it's anti-gravity, is also really fun to go through. And then the final glider, when those like big statues that are like, that have like that wind. That's also really cool. However, I do think it's not as complicated as other tracks. It's probably not my favorite DK track in general, but it's definitely a good one. It's definitely a good one, and I do have fun driving on it whenever I play it. Another fun track that I love driving on when playing it is Sherbet Land, and that's also a B. I think it's here. Sherbet Land definitely got the glow up compared to Double Dash. Like, compare Double Dash Sherbet Land and then new Sherbet Land, and you couldn't probably tell the difference, or like, you probably couldn't tell it was the same track. Like, the night aesthetic helps it a lot. Going underwater in like the ice spots, that's a neat addition. So if you don't like the freezies, just go underwater. Perfectly fine. Mainly at the end though. And then yeah, it's fun. It's simple, definitely simple, but its aesthetic and layout, like different layout that it does, definitely helps it, in my opinion anyway. Next up is Music Park, and that's a definite high A. Music Park is amazing. It doesn't have that many changes compared to 7, but don't fix what isn't broken. Music Park still very good. It does the music thing better than Electrodrome because there's a lot more elements that go along with the music, like the piano, the xylophones, the drums, the music note things that go up and down and hit the rhythm, and then you can do a jump boost. That's great. The layout's fantastic. This track is fantastic. Like, if you don't have Music Park, what are you doing? Mario Kart Tour, again, add Music Park someday. It's awesome. It's one of the fan favorites of the game. Anyway. Ha! HMU means hit me up as a message. Good to know. Alright, Yoshi Valley. Yoshi Valley is definitely a lower A, in my opinion. It's more or less right here. I think that's fair. Yoshi Valley's fun. I like its aesthetic. The multiple routes you can do is fun, even though most of us are gonna go around the same route. If you know what you're doing. You know what route to take. If you're good at Mario Kart 8. Rhyming. But yeah, Chi-Chi Beach is great. But yeah, Yoshi Valley's fun. It doesn't have the who's in first thing like in N64 because that was technically a limitation and it couldn't keep track of who was in first. Or second, or third, or fourth, I don't know. But yeah, Yoshi Valley here is great. It's fun to race on in my opinion. Alright, next up is Tick-Tock Clock. Tick-Tock Clock. I like this Tick-Tock Clock a lot. Yeah, that's fair. I don't like Tick-Tock Clock in Super Mario 64, but I do like the racetrack from DS and 8. And 8 does Tick-Tock Clock very well. It's visual overhaul. It has a glider part, which I really like. The gears are trickable, the pendulums are fun to go through, and they kept the hands, or did they add the hands? They added the hands that you can like drive on to like cut some corners. Well, that's great. That's really great. I love Tick-Tock Clock. It's just fun to race on. Piranha Plant Slide. I think Piranha Plant Slide, in my opinion, is another S rank. I like Piranha Plant Slide in the original, and I also like it here. I really like it here. Its visual is nice. I love the underwater part now being anti-gravity, and then the gliding at the end is really cool now. Like, it's just amazing. The layout's fun. It can be a little tricky on 200cc especially, but I like the tricky ones. Like, you can't understand. I do like being challenged on 200cc to like brake drift as best I can. I'm just a fan of 200cc. But yeah, Piranha Plant Slide is definitely an S rank. I love it. It's great. Gumball Volcano, a classic from the Wii that I really like. I definitely think it's better than Bowser's Castle. I think. Gumball Volcano is a fun track to race on. I love the music. I love the, the crumbling apart of the track as the race goes on. That's a fun gimmick and definitely makes like the final few laps really challenging. What else is there? Yeah, the music's good. The layout's fun. It's always been fun. And yeah, it's another one of those tracks I have a soft spot for. Love it. Rainbow Road N64. That is definitely better than most of these tracks. I think I'll put it up here. Rainbow Road N64 is another one of those one-lap tracks that I can't help but love. The music's great. The layout's really nice. I like the jumps. How they like bounce and like the road kind of goes back and forth on. That's cool. What else I like? It's like the final lap with that leitmotif beginning, that Rainbow Road leitmotif. That's cool. That's a really good way. And then the train, that's a cool aesthetic. And then like the final gliding towards the end, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. It's not my favorite Rainbow Road by a long shot, but it's definitely better than like 8 Rainbow Road, in my opinion. Everything seems to be still working fine. Alright, now that we are at the end of the base game, now we have the DLC tracks to go through, starting with Yoshi's Circuit and This is by far the best circuit track in the game, and it's definitely better than most of those. Here's the appeal of Yoshi Circuit. 1. The layout looks like Yoshi. 2. It's fun because of the layout. 3. Music great. 4. The visuals. The visuals are so good. It's just a fun track to race on. Like, it's Yoshi Circuit. Why wouldn't you like that? Next up is Excite Bike Arena. I definitely think it's a high B. Yeah. That's good enough for me. Excite Bike Arena, it's basically a elongated baby park, but its gimmick is BMX ramps. That's essentially what I could say. Like, there's a lot of tricks on Excite Bike Arena. And it's just so much fun to do. Like, it's really fun. Like, I definitely think Excite Bike Arena is just a fun track, and I love doing all the tricks. Methinks that Excite Bike Arena inspired the trick variant tracks of Mario Kart Tour, because there's a lot of tricking on those tracks too. And I want to say that Excite Bike Arena was like the first of its kind, of multiple tricks that you can do. It's really cool. I can't help but enjoy it. Dragon Driftway! I'm gonna get a lot of controversy over this, but I think that's an S. Dragon Driftway is a definite S rank. Dragon Driftway is definitely difficult, especially on 200cc. But I just love it. Like, the layout's fun. You start going in like a dragon, then there's like all these twists and turns that you go around, and it's just a blast. Like, Dragon Driftway, I just love aesthetically. And playthrough-wise, you can tell I'm a masochist when it comes to 200cc, because I may have trouble, but I'm good at it compared to most people. Mute City! Ooh. High A. Like, I like Dolphin Shoals more, but Mute City's definitely a high A. It's entirely anti-gravity, so that makes the track really fun. Boosting at the beginning of the lap is great. Getting the coins from like the healing panels on the side, that's a unique gimmick. And in the final section where you're like going down the hill, that's a great set piece. Like, that's just a really good set piece, and it's fun on 200cc as well. I definitely think my only complaint about it is I just like other tracks more. Like Dolphin Shoals, Dragon Driftway, Piranha Plant Slide, and Mount Wario. Other than that, I think it's great. Wario's Gold Mine. I think it's right around here. Wario's Gold Mine. Again, it's more of a lesser Wii bias. I love the track on Wii. And here is great too. I love the addition of like you doing the little gravity boosting off the minecarts as opposed to just hitting them. I think that gives a great sense of speed. There's not a lot changed aside from like the anti-gravity mechanic. But again, it's more or less one of those tracks that you don't need to fix what's broken. Except I mean the minecart's a little bit more tolerable, so there's that. So, yeah. Wario's Gold Mine, I like you. You're great. Oh boy, Rainbow Road SNES. Definitely better than normal Rainbow Road. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I think it's the kind of same fun that I have with Excite Bike Arena. I like racing on it, but I definitely think that Rainbow Road is just simple. SNES Rainbow Road's just simple, that's all it is. It's definitely the simplest Rainbow Road out there. Not too complex. The thwomps, bouncing on the road and makes the road rave, that's cool. But other than that, it's okay. It's a fun track to race on, it's just not my personal favorite out of the three in this game. Ice Ice Outpost! Eee, boy. Again, this is one of those tracks where I like more than other people. But I think it's near the bottom. I think Ice Ice Outpost is low B tier. I like the racing on it. I like the little split paths that it has at the beginning and the end. But I kind of wish they did more of that. I kind of wish well, I guess the entire track is still split path. And that what makes it fun. But I wish they did a little bit more with it. Like, maybe like that middle part after the first, like, weaving of paths. I kind of wish they like did a little bit more with it. Like, maybe have an anti-gravity. Like, have a more anti-gravity. Maybe that's what the track needs. Maybe more anti-gravity. Like, especially like in the cave. If you have more anti-gravity, I think the track would be better. I think. Hyrule Circuit. Oh, this is one that someone properly named Steampunk Jones really likes to race on for some reason. Can't imagine why. Well, Hyrule Circuit, I would give it... I'll give it a modest A. I like other circuits better. Well, Yoshi Circuit. But I do think it's a fun track to race on. The castle is a cool aesthetic, and then the piranha plants being those enemies from Zelda is also really neat. The gliding into the castle is great. I do kind of wish it was a little bit more complicated. Maybe it doesn't have to be, but maybe make it slightly more interesting. Like, maybe take us through more of the castle. That's it. Other than that, it's pretty good. Let's check you. Awesome. Okay, next up is Baby Park. Where else wouldn't Baby Park be? Well, I gotta scroll up a little bit. Baby Park is like all the way up here. Baby Park is a classic. It's simple in design, yes, but the aesthetic, the music, it being entirely anti-gravity, and the fact that you can bump into people, get a boost, and also lap people a lot, it's just chaotic fun. It's just chaotic fun. Like, Double Dash has like all these items that can cause a lot of chaos. Baby Park on 8 has anti-gravity. DS is just too simple and took out all the characters that Baby Park had. But yeah, Baby Park on 8 is great. Like, I can't help but love it. Like, you can't not love Baby Park. Cheeseland! This is another one of those smuggle courses. And I think it's better than Gumball Volcano. Cheeseland is a fun time. I do try to smuggle a little bit, but not often. And really the only part you can really smuggle is like near the end, like after the second glider ramp, where there's like the right where you get to the chain chop. Starting from there, that's where you can like abuse the smuggling of Cheeseland. So it's not as versatile as Tri Desert. However, layout-wise, I do think I like Cheeseland a little bit more. Honestly, I have a lot of bias for Tri Desert, but Cheeseland, you're alright. Actually, now that I say that, I think because of that bias, you go like somewhere in here. Yeah, that's better. Tri Desert, I still love you. Wild Woods. Wild Woods I like, but not to the extent of A tier. I think it's better than SNES Rainbow Road at least. Wild Woods is fun. Like, it's really fun. I like going around the trees. Starting in anti-gravity is neat. The water section where you're like going down a rapid rush is pretty cool. Then there's also something else, I don't know what. But yeah, other than that, it's fine. It's nothing offensive, it's just there. But I do like its aesthetic though. Animal Crossing, oh boy. I definitely think it's a low A tier. I love the season changing, depending on the season changing every time you play. The layout's simple. It's cute, it's charming, it's just laid back. But I don't think it's as good as others. Like, Toad's Turnpike, I think I like more. Yeah. And also just like Sunshine Airport and like Cheap Cheap Beach a lot more because it's just more laid back. But Animal Crossing's nothing to sneeze at. It's still good. Still really good. Neil Bowser's City is next. Where in the world do you think I'm gonna put this? A tier. I mean S tier. Neo Bowser City, I really like a lot. Neo Bowser City is just a fun, fantastic track, and yeah, it doesn't do much with the anti-gravity, but like, the layout's fun. I love playing this on 200cc despite what others may tell you. I'm not salty. But yeah, like, who wouldn't want to race here? Like, it's so cool. I love the aesthetic. I wish more Bowser tracks would do aesthetics like this, aside from the castle. Like, it's so underrated that I just love it. It's so good. I just love it. And I love racing in a Mario Kart Tour. Like, it's still fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Alright, Ribbon Road is next. I definitely like better than that. Yeah. Ribbon Road is just a complete overhaul of the original. Like, it looks nothing like the original. And like, good grief. Why wouldn't you like this? It's so good. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's just fun. It's just so much fun. Like, I like other tracks better, but good grief, it's still a great track to race on. Just race on Ribbon Road more often, please. Yeah. Okay, Super Bell Subway is next. It's kind of in the same position Wildwoods. I like it a lot, but I don't think it's as good as others. I'm definitely gonna put it above Toad's Turnpike, because I love the trains better than the cars. I just love driving like in the subway in general. But I will admit it's not as like fun as like other tracks. I think anyway. I like the theming a lot more than other tracks, like some of the few tracks, but I do think it could be a little longer. Which is what I can say for most tracks. It could be a little longer and it would be amazing. But speaking of one that's amazing, as soon as I don't do that, put that up there and then move that up. Where did you think Big Blue was going to go? Like, it's S tier. Enough said. It's amazing. It's entirely anti-gravity. The layout is awesome. The water part's a personal favorite of mine. The final lap theme, like at the end, that's cool. Like, that's amazing. Like, and in the end where you're like going up to this dome thing, that's cool. This track is so good. Like, it's the best. I think it's one of the best DLC tracks. I think looking at it, it is like the best like unique DLC track at least. Now to rank all this, like let's reorganize the top 5 a little bit. That's not as good. Is Big Blue better than Neo? I have so many biases for Neo though. Also while we're here, I guess this could be obsolete, so don't delete that. Okay. I think in general, that's my ranking. I think Big Blue is 3. I have a lot of bias towards Neo Bowser, so that's why it's higher. And then Piranha Plant, I just love racing on. So I think because of that, that's my list. I am also... So yeah, this was fun. Making a tier list to see what I like and don't like. So my top 5 are Dragon Driftway, Mount Wario, Big Blue, Neo Bowser City, and Piranha Plant Slide. That's my top 5. As of now. Anything could change, but making the tier list, I think Piranha Plant Slide's the best. In my opinion. I love racing on it. It's great. I love it. Shoutouts to like a lot of the A tier because I really like those tracks too. And there's like only 2 tracks I don't care for as much as others. I do like them, but I don't think they're as good as others. So, Bone Dry Dudes and Don't Place 3, you get an honorable mention. Still. B tier is pretty cool. But yeah, I think with that, that's it. That is it. I'm going to download that. I can't save it. Shoot. Well, well, and also it, like, got bigger, but... I can't download the image. Okay. But yeah, let me look at that. But yeah, with that, that's my tier list. I'm going to, like, do this thing. I can't do that. I'll save it later. But for now, that's my tier list. That was fun. Thank you all for watching this video. Until next video, play safe everybody and take care. And also just tell me what your opinions are on these chats. I would like to know. Anyway, that is my definitive tier list. Hop back over here and focus on me for a bit. Well, that was fun. That was really fun. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Shoot. Well, at the very least, I did have some fun, even if my stream went a little wacky. But yeah, I think with that, I think I'm done. I'm done talking. I talked a lot. No one's here, so I can just do whatever. I can relax. So yeah, for those of you watching this later, if you can, thanks for watching. And again, the technical difficulties at the beginning, I'll try to fix that next time I stream. But yeah. Thank you for watching.